going on, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with me. Another day of trying to get better. Man, I don't even know what to say. Every time I turn the camera on, the thoughts and all of the little scripted lines that I was going to say just totally leave my brain, and I have no idea what to say every single time I hit record. So today we're starting out in the gym, trying to get a little bit better every single day. Basically, everyone here doesn't know who I am. My name's Travis, and I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps. I've been out of the service for almost 10 years. February will be my 10-year mark. A decade of no longer being in the service, and I am very, very grateful for the experience, and I am extremely grateful and happy to have met the people that I met and formed the relationships that I formed. There's a lot of positive experiences that happened. There was a ton of negative experiences that happened, but trying to just focus on the good stuff. I try to stay in contact with as much of my buddies that I can. When you're going through an experience like that, joining the military, deploying, just going through some of the absolute worst times of your life, you form very strong connections with the people that are there, to your left and right. So, since getting out though, I have really just kind of let myself go. This is not the physique of a Marine. I don't like to dwell on that. I don't like to play that card. I've kind of let that part of my life go as much as I can. But I've also spent the last decade kind of sitting around and not really accomplishing anything, not doing anything, not being a very positive person. And I want to try and improve a little bit every day. So I invested a little bit of money into my own health, and I bought a home gym. I've got some weights down here on the ground, and we use this spare echoey room with no furniture in it as our home gym. I say we because it's me and my son. So I'm going to start my day off here. We're going to lift some weights, and it's just kind of a lazy day. I'm trying to fill it in with as much as I can, but it's probably just going to be chores. Unless I get a phone call or, somebody needs a ride, somebody needs some help, I'll gladly not do the dishes to go help a family member or a friend. We got in a workout. We got the dishes done. We got laundry done. It's not done. Laundry's never done. Cleaned up the living room a little bit, and I was just going through my room, and I found this DJI Mavic Mini. Well, I say that like, oh, I just found it. I've had this thing for a long time, and actually I bought it for my son. He wanted a drone forever, and I tried getting him cheaper ones, and they would do all kinds of crazy stuff. They would take off, crash into the trees, land in the neighbor's pool, just never see him again. So I broke down and I bought him a really nice one, and wouldn't you know it, he's never played with it. Well, I think he's played with it a couple of times, but he didn't use it for its intended purpose, I guess. So I'm going to try messing with it. I'm not the best when it comes to like newer electronics, which is kind of weird. I was thinking about that this morning. I said that in my last video, that me and electronics aren't, I have a hard time. But it's weird for me to say that because for a long time, everyone in my family would come to me to help them set up their electronics. But this kind of stuff is on a whole new level. Gaming PCs, drones, even new cell phones are kind of out of my league, which is weird. Maybe I'm just old. All right, well, let me get my jacket on and we'll go outside. Well, that's a good sign. I can see what the camera sees. Hello. Compass calibration required. Rotate 360. Rotate vertically. Takeoff permitted. Aircraft will automatically take off to an altitude of 1.2 meters. Avoid taking off in confined spaces. Oh, gotta hold it. All right, well, that's pretty cool. So, the left stick rotates it, and the right. Okay. Pretty dang quick, but there's a lot going on with this controller. This takes a lot of practice. I don't know how people do this. This thing takes a ton of coordination to fly. I had to concentrate super hard. I couldn't even hardly talk while I was making my video, and I may or may not have landed it right in a pile of dog crap in the backyard. I thought it was going to come back to where it took off from, but it didn't. It landed right where it was at. So now I know for next time. These batteries don't seem to last very long. That was only like not even 10 minutes of flying. These things have been out for a long time. I'm not showing you anything new. This was just my first time messing with it. Maybe we'll practice with it a little bit more later on and just kind of get the hang of the controls. Every time I was trying to stop it from turning, I would hit the wrong stick and it would go up or go down. And came really close to crashing into the fence, but luckily I didn't. Okay guys, well, just kind of jumping ahead in the day here. Hasn't really been a whole lot going on. I'm kind of at a point where I'm almost ready to do the next thing on a bunch of projects out there with the cars. And it's frustrating because, I've got one of the patch panels made for the Cadillac, but I don't have the right filler wire. And I've got the orange truck running, but I can't buy brake parts because nobody makes them. So there's a lot of obstacles like that in my way that I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get around those things. And I'm really hoping that having this outlet is going to help me to keep going, because if I just sit down and not do anything for too long, it's really hard to get started again. And I think that's probably true for a lot of things. Something about like that, you think? All right, now I just need my drill. Put some curtains up in here, up in this piece. I didn't even bother to check and see if these are going to touch the floor. They probably will. That's okay. Oh, they don't touch the ground. I knew that. Add some color. Gives me a nice little background. Blocks the cold air coming in off the window. Perfect. Job well done. Thanks. And what type? Come on. One kind of important thing that happened today was I got a quote for a concrete company to pour me a pad for this whole gravel area, about 20 feet by 45. They said $5,000, which seems pretty high. I think a concrete truck is $1,500, maybe $2,000. $3,000 for labor. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't do concrete work. I don't want to do concrete work. That's why I had somebody come and tell me how expensive it was going to be. I might get a hold of one more company just to verify the price is correct. Concrete would really help me back there big time. I can't even roll a jack around in the gravel, obviously. Come on, Jack. Well, I think I need to be uncomfortable. The little bit of money that I make, it doesn't need to go out the window right away. I need to get a business established, and I need to just make smarter financial choices, I guess. I've never been good with money, ever. And I'm really trying to change that. So, just winding down the night here. I have, like, no food in the house, but somehow I managed to scrape together just enough to make a pretty bomb looking pizza. So finish it off with some Parmesan cheese. Looking pretty good to me. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys next time.